The vermin. That is Jonathan. Hey, Johnny.
What's up?
Welcome back.
We're here.
Casino Guitars. Let's do this again. The recession is sort of around the corner / on us.
Around the corner. What is a recession?
Oh, well, it's just, no, the funny part about that is it's just been redefined in Wikipedia. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It just changed definitions. I had it pulled up earlier. It used to be like, 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP, but yada, yada. And now that's been sort of removed. But anyway, politics aside, doesn't matter. It's when the economy's not as good as it used to be. Badder, worser economer. But we were thinking about what is the one guitar coming from a manufacturer that's a brand new guitar that is we think is recession proof. The mystery guitar.
The one above all.
The one ring to rule them all. If forever in darkness bind them. Shall you say it or shall I say it?
We should say it together. We'll count it off.
Okay, we're just going to say the name of the guitar, right?
Yes, yes.
Ready, 2, go.
The Silver Sky. That went really well. I didn't know how that was going to go.
I didn't know what we were going to say. Like, Paul Reed Smith,
yeah,
Silver Sky.
That was good. When you said the name of the guitar, I was there with you.
Because I was going to make PRS Silver Sky. But
no.
I think we were talking about this last week. We've been talking about this for a while. But not this guitar in particular. That sort of came about this morning. We're talking about guitar collections and which guitars. We're watching like the stuff on Reverb and prices up and down and some outrageous prices on some things.
Oh my Lord,
That's
yes.
for another video.
That's right. We'll have to talk about that one day. Yeah.
Holy Lord. But no, the Silver Sky is still selling really well across the board. It's a solid guitar.
Yep.
It's not cheap.
Nope.
It's not outrageously expensive.
It's right in that just right Goldilocks zone.
You're in that $2,000 to $3,000 range. And I'm talking about used pieces to like if you're paying for like just overage for shipping to go overseas or something. Because I feel like they've run around $3K USD when you're going overseas.
It's true.
By the time you pump in some fees and whatnot. But it's mainly crushing it too because it has perhaps the best humanoid attached to it for knowing how to make things cool and sellable.
Sir John Mayer.
Sir Kenneth Bramley Jonathan Mayer. That's his full name. Most people don't know that. Sir Kenneth Bramley.
I wish that was true.
What do you mean?
I don't think it is. Yeah, no.
Just Wikipedia. Everything in Wikipedia is true.
Always. 1000%.
I learned something in Wikipedia. Apparently on the science things, like you have to be like registered to like change it there or something.
Really?
I guess like if you're a doctor, so it's like you're not getting wrong doctor-y information out there. I heard this. It could be wrong. I heard it from a high schooler. So it can be completely false information.
It's probably.
They know more about Wikipedia than I do because that's how they write term papers.
It's true. Which is so strange. That was a no-no when I was, pretending to go to school.
I know. Well, we
Can't use Wikipedia.
That's so funny. It wasn't around when I was going to school. So we talked to a lot of people buying guitars.
Yes.
And without fail, John Mayer's name comes up at least 60% of the time in these.
God, maybe more.
I'd say 60. At least. Maybe more. You're right.
Yeah.
It's when you're talking to someone, it's like, hey, what kind of tone are you looking for? It's like, and they'll sort of skate around, and eventually comes in like that John Mayer tone. Like, yeah, man. He's got one of the best, when he was doing his like sort of 2-rock Strat thing, it sort of like crystallized.
And that has become a thing, like it's it's almost like a buzzword, right? Mayer tone, John Mayer. Yeah, it's just.
And what's funny is that a lot of the cats that like love his tone, like don't even listen to his music that much. Some of them.
That's right. That's true.
I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I've talked to a bunch over the course of like a few years of cataloging this, which I do keep notes. I'm like frantically a note taker. Sometimes it's weird. I just like to know so I can go back and read them. Like, oh, it's fascinating. It's just his tone.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like his tone's really a lot in these things too.
Sure.
And his beautiful mane and his just gorgeous face.
I do feel like they're separate sort of John Mayer. There's like songwriter, singer John Mayer over here. People are fans of that. But, you see all these clips where he's just jamming or he's doing a blues thing or he's doing this or that. And I think a lot of folks, they only see like Instagram, YouTube snippet John Mayer. That's what they're a fan of.
Well, and I remember when the Silver Sky was not a thing.
Yeah.
And he was a Fender artist. And then when he left Fender and transitioned into the fold of PRS, like we were like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Like when we saw what was coming out, like, as dealers in advance, and And I don't know if any of us knew it was going to become such a force in the marketplace.
I mean,
I was like, it's a Strat clone is what I was thinking at first.
I can remember, I mean, because he had some of this around his Fender signature model, right? In those pickups, or the Big Dippers or whatever.
Which people still ask for.
People still ask for that. And I still talk to people building custom shops who basically want to clone that guitar, you know? But the fact that he was able to transition that to a whole new company and make it even bigger sort of
much bigger
mystique about it. Yeah, it says a lot about him as a player and just his force of his
his presence. Yeah, the presence of like it's like a piece of John.
Yeah,
you know, and I don't listen to John Mayer music in particular at all. It's just, but you hear his tone, you're like, yeah, and he's tasty.
It's true.
He plays good. My favorite video of him is still when he's playing with, I think it was with B.B. King and Derek Trucks.
Yeah.
And he just goes, yeah.
He's playing that big hollow body Gibson. Yeah.
And Derek Trucks just like eats it alive. Like, not like they're fighting, it's just what he does in that 30 seconds. He's like, oh, it's like a master class on slide work. Oh, yeah, just watch that video if you haven't seen it.
That's the one where BB tells Susan he sees why she married Derek.
I understand.
It's fantastic. He's like, I get it. Now I see why he married him.
Yeah.
And John's just like,
can you do that again?
The whole thing is super cute. But
and then BB's like, I see why you were with Katy Perry too, John. Because who would not see that? She might be like the golden unicorn of this generation.
Maybe.
Sir, it's possible. Jeremiah Katy Perry is her official name too.
Imagine if they had just gotten married and had children.
Yeah. Well, she did marry like Legolas.
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom. And like that's
whatever.
I mean, that's an elf.
Yeah, it's true.
So like they have like half elf, half human.
Hybrids.
Children. Which is amazing too.
So would they have pointy ears? Or just pointier ears?
I don't know. But back to the Silver Sky conundrum. Because I yet to have my own yet. But I'm sort of toying with the idea of a Roxy pink one.
You can do that.
But I'm also toying with the idea of a white one.
Ooh.
And then taking the finish off and having it
reliced up a little bit.
By some of your friends out west.
Heresy.
I just like the way they feel and play better. Yeah. So and look, I think it's cool. It's just cool. It's my own personal opinion.
So if we ever make it to the old 50K subscribers, someone will win their own Silver Sky. Just as a little.
We have one of those to give away. It's been sitting there.
We're crawling towards it. Don't worry.
We're inching towards it. It's like Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah. We're just trying to get to that cliff. We just want to get home. Fall over. Just push me over. Just tie me up first. With that guy. I didn't like that movie the first time I saw it.
Yep.
Then went back and watched the second time. I really liked it.
Fair enough.
I think I watched Lone Survivor twice last week.
Nope.
Yeah, you still haven't seen that.
I haven't seen it.
That movie. So
yeah,
that movie I've now seen probably 5 or 6 times. And part of why I like it so much is the music in it is so good. Because Explosions in the Sky did the music.
Oh.
And you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Whenever they did Varsity Blues or whatever, like the whole the Texas football stuff and the movie, it's great soundtrack, and they've done a lot of cool sort of weird indie films, and they did that one, crushed it.
They're a cool band.
They do something
sort of atmospheric ambient thing.
I like that Sigur Rós ambient, like Bjork living. My wife bought a dress the other day, and I was like, it looks ridiculous, but I was like, you have to keep it because it fulfills my Bjork desires.
I understand.
It has like a funny collar and like funny little sleeves that poof up. Like it makes no sense. Like you got to keep it.
Just like Bjork.
It's very expensive. TJ Maxx, you know. Don't tell me about it. It's where we shop. I just did.
It's the only place.
Which I thought was really funny. I haven't been to TJ Maxx in years. Literally, and I looked at the men's section. It's this little pocket.
Oh yeah.
And then the entire store is women's.
Absolutely.
Which is fine. I just thought it was really funny though. I feel like I'm a second-class citizen at TJ Maxx.
As you should be.
As I was. But it was next to the toy section, which is awesome.
It's true.
Because I was having a ton of fun there with my kids. I didn't care about shopping. So hats off to John and any of you Silver Sky owners. You know, it pains me to say it some ways because I'd like to be like, you know, it's just your classical Strats, the thing, but it's not. I think PRS figured out the silver bullet with this one.
For the recession-proof guitar.
It might be that Silver Sky right there. Gosh.
Time will tell.
Thanks
see
for
if our predictions right.
Thanks for clicking in and joining us for a little bit. If you're a Silver Sky owner and lover, let us know if you've had one. It wasn't your thing. Like too, you can talk about that and why. But no, it's thanks again for joining us. Click like, subscribe,
hit the bell. We'll see you next time.
Good day.